first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Khalil Mack gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Throwing again is Fields. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Carr now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 0.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Carr now on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Like 6. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check back.
Here's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. On
4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Max Crosby coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Callaway on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Bring it! And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check.
Now Carr. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Clelin Ferrell, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's brought down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even two steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up
Dobbins once more. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Express. 21, Mike 21, check 637. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run.
Carr to throw again. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
On first down, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Raiders 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to get him for a loss of about 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. But they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the...
And this is caught, and he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap, and again to Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Carr. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there.
Here's a diving catch right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing his Carr. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson.
Throwing now is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.